Hey guys, it's Ghosty. On take 2 of this, I accidentally ended the video instead of pausing it. So yeah, welcome back. This is my next review after Carnage, I hope. It's the Marvel Legends 85th Anniversary Ghost Rider. Found him at GameStop. I had like 3 cents more than I needed to get him. Lucky me. It was the last one they had. They just got the shipment that morning and most of them were gone by 1. So boy, am I lucky! This is so cool. I've been waiting years for this Ghost Rider, and finally we get him. Let's see. This is the box, little Art Deco, black and gold design. Ghost Rider. Let me flip him over. Okay. Got some product shots. Marvel Legends logo. A little read-up. You see, that's Danny Ketch. This is that version of Ghost Rider from the 90s. A pretty short-lived version of Ghost Rider. I like him a lot. Okay, let's take him out of box. Okay, here he is out of box. We've got Ghost Rider. The Spirit of Vengeance, except for not entirely. So this is Danny Ketch, the Ghost Rider. The 3rd Ghost Rider, I think. Because there was originally the all-white cowboy Ghost Rider, who is not related to the Spirit of Vengeance at all, and was later renamed. Then there's Johnny Blaze, the original Spirit of Vengeance Ghost Rider. And then we have Danny Ketch, I believe is the order it goes in. He is a long-lost brother to Johnny Blaze, if I remember correctly. And his spirit is not entirely the original Spirit of Vengeance, but a different demon who I think haunts the motorcycle he touched, or he was possessed by the spirit after he touched the motorcycle with his hand covered in innocent blood. That being the blood of his sister, who I believe is Barbara Ketch. Yeah, so he's the Ghost Rider. Or was. I think only for like the 90s. I haven't seen him in anything past the 90s. So who knows? I don't remember how long he was Ghost Rider. And I haven't seen him in anything in years. So, yeah, I don't even know if this character's still alive anymore. Maybe, maybe not. But he's still my favorite Ghost Rider because he's the Ghost Rider I grew up reading. Not because I was around in the 90s, but because most of the comics I had were physical comics from the 90s, like ones given to me by my principal and ones I found at comic book shops. And Ghost Rider's just cool as fuck, and 90s comics are the most common of any comics, so those are the ones I had. I think my first ever 90s comic I ever read was a Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. It was him, Spider-Man, and Hobgoblin on the cover. Which is why they'll show up in this review for the height comparison segment. So yeah, let's look at accessories. Of course, he has this chain, which I will talk about in a second. You know, got the figure, got the motorcycle, which requires assembly. As you saw probably from the front of the packaging, the faceplate, the handlebar, the fucking, I don't know what those are called, but yeah, the foot bar and the fire effects are all accessories. He comes with 2 of them, one for the front tire, one for the back. These do work on other motorcycles. I will show that later on. And then we got 2 extra hands. We got a more open or gripping hand, and then a fist hand, one for the right and left. I would have preferred 3 sets of hands, but, you know, it's whatever. You can't expect Hasbro to give 100%, so right now we're at 90%. That's about to go down to 95, because... Or not 95, 85, my bad. But it's going down because of this piece of shit. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. This thing sucks. We've gotten this one with every single Ghost Rider. since the Ultimate Riders one in the blue outfit. Maybe. I don't remember getting it with the Rhino Bathwave Ghost Rider. I don't think he came with any accessories, which is why I had to make my own chain for him. But yeah, this awful thing, already bending under its own weight. Super flexible. The only difference between this one and the retro chain is that the retro chain gets dark to light. This one is light to dark. If that really means anything, it doesn't. It still is a terrible, terrible accessory. I would like it a lot more if they just, I don't know, like, molded it in hard plastic. It could break easier, but it would actually, like, be useful. Maybe give us two, one that's hard, one that's soft. Or just put a bendy wire in it. We don't get bendy wires in anything since Toy Biz. Very rarely do we get things with bendy wires in them, and when we do, they don't work. So yeah, trash, not even gonna have them with it, because it's awful. Alright, now for my other gripes. The head. The head looks fine. It's completely serviceable, but it is the same exact head we've gotten with every single Ghost Rider from Hasbro, literally ever. I believe the Cosmic Ghost Rider is a different head sculpt, but that's just because his head's in a jar. Every unhelmeted Ghost Rider ever since the return of Marvel Legends with that armored Ghost Rider has had this head. This awful head. It wasn't even awful back then. It was really cool back then. It's just not cool when every single Ghost Rider I have, which are meant to be different characters, have the same exact head. Also, I think it's a little big on this body, because skulls are not that big. Skulls are quite small, actually. Mostly because your head is covered in flesh. But yeah. Also, if I'm, like, breathing heavily, or sound sniffly, I'm a little sick. Always am. That's just how I am. But yeah. And another gripe with the head is that this head cannot be swapped with any other Ghost Rider. I'm not even going to do it on camera. It doesn't work, at least for mine. Despite being the exact same head sculpt we've had for years, and the same neck sculpt, it somehow is way too loose on all the other Ghost Rider bodies. The same body. Because it's not even the body, it's the neck and the head. Somehow doesn't fit. Too loose. I don't know what that's about. Next is the jaw. Can you see it? That is how much I can get it to close with the head like that. And you can see this part of the jaw is not popped into the socket. So let's press it inward. And then we try and close it. Pops back out. So we close it, and it's open. Close the jaw. It's popping out again. So it's either going to be popped out of the socket and kind of closed, or open and kind of in the socket. It's a lose-lose no matter how you do it. It's very small, won't really notice it from afar, but I like playing with my figures and I can see this. And it does peeve me quite a bit. Also, this jaw is just completely soft plastic. I can just do that to it. It popped off the first time I tried to play with this figure. Right when I took it out of box. Not happy about that, but you know, what are you gonna do? You can't swap the heads with the other Ghost Riders because the heads don't fit. Next and final gripe is this knee. It's a little loose. Actually, very loose. Not too bad. Just doesn't require a lot of force. So when you try and stand them, it will bend. And it's hard to keep them in a completely upright position, but you can get it there. So not too big of a problem. I just don't see how even with the pinned joints it's still loose. Don't know how Hasbro's managing that, but yes, it is pinless and a completely new sculpt as far as I'm aware. So that's very cool. So we're getting about 80% with this, which is pretty decent for Hasbro. Usually Hasbro can only muster about a 50% shit given. But this is cool. This is cool. I do like this figure as much as I shit talk it. It is very nice. Probably my favorite Ghost Rider in my collection. So yeah. Looks nice. Bike looks nice. Can finally do a wheelie and has spinning tires. So if you want to actually play with them, you can. Or you can have them posed. Super cool. Let's get these out of the way and talk about the other Ghost Riders. We'll compare the figures, then compare the bikes. Alright, so here we have the Legendary Riders Ghost Rider, which is Johnny Blaze. Then we have the Retro Ghost Rider, which I think is actually a modern Johnny Blaze, so not retro. So yeah, how come a figure with modern packaging is the 90s Ghost Rider and a figure with the 90s packaging is a modern Ghost Rider? Who knows, but cool. These two are on the same body, because this is the same body Ghost Riders have been using since the Rhino Bath Wave, in whatever year that figure came out. That was the first Build-A-Figure wave I ever completed. And I did have that Ghost Rider. I do not anymore, because I took that figure to Disneyland for my birthday. I got the figure for my birthday, then I went to Disneyland. And I had that figure in my pocket, and I wanted to keep his head poking out so that people could see I had it. And then I went on the Matterhorn, and when I came off, his head was missing. They stopped the ride to look for it. Thank you so much, Disneyland employees. You didn't have to do that, because you guys did not find it. So that's, at the time, over $100 down the drain for what it would have gone for on eBay. Now he's a lot more reasonable, so I might go back and get him. Simply to have all the Ghost Riders that I like. But yeah. Here we have this Ghost Rider right here. Very cool. He came with the same chain that this one comes with, but no chain across the chest. But I don't believe that Ghost Rider ever really had one in this design. This is his 70s design. I like the dark skull, a lot more accurate to what a lot of aged human skulls would look like. Let's see, let's look at the eyes. You can see that the inside is painted a dark brown with a red pupil. That's super cool. Then we have the Retro Johnny Blaze, who I got just as a stand-in for the new one. If we look inside of his eyes, we can see it's painted orange with red freckling to imitate fire. Super cool. And then this one, you can see, hold on, has, I think, red inside. No, actually shading inside. He has shading inside with a spiral of fire. Not sure if you guys can really see it, but yeah, kind of like the penance stare. So yeah, super cool. I keep saying super cool because I really have nothing else to add, because I am psychotic and don't feel things. But yeah, really awesome. Trying not to say cool. We have these Ghost Riders. I would like a new accessory that could plug into the eyes, or maybe even a new head with the penance stare. Maybe just fire shooting out of the eye socket. I think that would be pretty easy to do. Hopefully a new head sculpt for Ghost Rider that isn't the same one we've had forever. So yeah. Also, these guys are two different heights, mostly because they're two different people. I like that a lot. We're finally getting some varying body sizes. because we're not reusing as much. So I love that a lot. That's really cool. Finally, they seem like different people. Even different builds. A little bit. Still kind of long, skinny legs, wide shoulders, puffy chest, but still. They're brothers. There's only so different they can be. But yeah. 3 different head fire colors and paint jobs. So you can really choose your favorite if you wanted to swap them, because I can't, because they don't fit. They may fit with your copy, but mine is just a bit too loose to fit on any of the others. What can you do? Also, something to note, this guy did come with bone fingers and gloved hands, depending on what you want to have. So yeah, cool. I gotta say, my favorite is the new one, because he is Johnny Blaze, his very own unique design, and a character who I dearly love. The second would probably have to be this guy. Now, let's compare the bikes. So, here is... Let me get one of the fire effects so I can stand up. Here is the new bike. Now, here is the first bike we've ever gotten for a Ghost Rider figure from Hasbro. It is this one. This one is pretty good. I like it a lot. I don't like... Also, it is missing a fire effect. I don't know where it is. It was there when I pulled this off the shelf. Hopefully I'll find it. Also, the little gas thing is a sticker now. Or it was probably speed. The speed gauge is now a sticker. Or was a sticker. It's now paint. So yeah. These do come off if you want a more motorcycle look and not a hell cycle look. But you can't fully achieve it because the tires are molded in clear yellow plastic. But you could theoretically take everything off. All of these are add-ons because this is Wolverine's motorcycle. So yeah, they didn't give a shit back then too. But it's still cool. I didn't have the other motorcycle, so I didn't really care. Very nice. Very, very nice. Next, we have the retro motorcycle. Yeah, so the retro motorcycle, or the retro Ghost Rider, does not come with a motorcycle, mostly because he's single-carded on a retro packaging. So I just got this one from, like, Burlington. It's for The Undertaker. But I don't know, it doesn't matter. This one also can be battle damaged. You can remove some of the parts and replace them. It works. It shares the color scheme with the other Ghost Rider, so it fits. I like it. So yeah, that's about it. I've already been talking for like 18 minutes. So that is the new Ghost Rider. I really like him. I think he's about $5 overpriced. But that's just me. We do get a lot of new things with this one. He was kind of easy to get. I mean, he was available on Amazon a lot. Off and on throughout every single day, but still, there were times you could definitely get him. I got him at GameStop by chance, so that's cool. I should be reviewing She-Hulk Whiplash soon. And I need to upload the Giant Man and Wasp 2-pack, because I recorded that, never uploaded it, because I forgot. Hopefully I'll get some more retro Iron Men soon. I should be getting a job in the next few weeks. So hopefully we'll get more figure reviews, and I'll get more figures. So that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely recommend you go get this figure. I'll leave a link down below to a few places you can get them. Not Entertainment Earth, I don't like them. So you guys have a great day.